Hi folks, I hope you're doing okay. It's Saturday, is it 11:30? I filmed yesterday morning and then started work and promptly got hit by quite a bad migraine. Rang the doctors, had somebody call me back, basically just say take cocodamol and avoid triggers and probably try and get into the doctors if they persist. So kind of what I knew would happen already. I was just a bit concerned about my ears yesterday because they throb, and I don't know if it's part of the migraine or if I've got maybe something wrong with my ears that's, triggering it or what, I don't know. But I felt rotten from about 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock onwards, right up until I went to bed, and I had 2 bouts of like fuzzy eyes, or I think they'd say it's an aura you get over your eyes. There's a plane and a loud car going past, I'm sorry. But yeah, I get an aura over my right eye, and I couldn't see I was trying to look at my left eye to read the screen, and I just messaged work, so I'm going to have to just sit with my eyes shut for a bit, for a minute, and then I was like, I'm working but slowly, and then it got to, I had some lunch to try and, see if that would help, and it didn't really. Didn't make me feel any worse, but it certainly didn't help, or it didn't make me better. So I messaged him at about 1 o'clock, 1:30, and said I've got to stop because I just don't feel good. And I tried to sleep, that didn't help. And I walked to school and fetched Jack, feeling very fragile. Yeah, I just got home and sat as still as I could, came up to bed before the boys watched telly, went downstairs for telly time, managed to read a few pages to Jack when I put him to bed, and then just moped in bed for the rest of the night. But I watched with Paul. I went downstairs at 9:30, we watched, we're watching a documentary on Netflix called, I think it's Game Over, something like that, or High Score, sorry, about the video game industry and stuff. That was really interesting. So if it's on any other countries, Netflix, watch it. If you're in the UK and you like video games, or you have family who do, watch it. It's good. It's interesting. But today I got up feeling sick, and I don't know, it was just the migraine hangover, or the fact that I'm still intermittent fasting and I've taken quite a lot of painkillers, so it's probably a little bit of both. But I was determined. Paul's company have every now and then have a factory sale, and they haven't done one. Well, they did one. When did they do it? Well, it was before lockdown happened, obviously. Probably about this time last year, but then they moved to new premises, and we didn't think they'd do them. The sales there. And as far as Paul knows, they weren't planning on doing, they weren't going to keep doing them. But they had a sale. So I got a special ticket to because they used to take Paul's ID, his pass, to get in, but they don't use that anymore. I don't know if they have codes or something. So I had to get a special ticket stamped to say I'm with the band. I'm one of the staff, or family of, so I was there for about 10 to 9 just before. Met up with my friend who I used to work with years ago. I used to work in the office with her, and Paul used to work in the warehouse there, and now he works in the office with her, and we still talk to each other. Our kids our oldest are a similar age. I think Harley's the one I said happy birthday to on the wrong day earlier in the month, a couple of weeks older than Tobes. Anyway, met up with her, met up with Paul's auntie who works at the same company now, so I got to see how she's doing, and then I went and did some shopping, and we got a discount for being staff as well. Super. I show my favourite because it's crochet. I saw it and I was like, Gemma, this is crochet. I was like, it's a crochet top. She went, oh, you've got to buy it now. I mean, it's black as well, so that's even more so. Yeah, there's a little bit of an end there. These are like slight seconds or end of season or something, so this could well have been a sample that they didn't actually then end up carrying, because if I'd have seen this in one of his catalogues, I'd have been like, Crochet. I don't know what. You see, sometimes they have the labels and sometimes they don't. No, you see, this has got no label, so I would think this was a sample that was sent over. So I don't know what it's made of. But it's nice and soft. I would have a guess at some sort of cotton. It's very nice. Yay. So that didn't cost me a lot of money. And then I'm not doing a fashion show. Got this top. It's not, with their stuff, it's either a little like short, which works for me because I'm little anyway, or it's really long. There's no sort of, I don't like bum length or hip length or anything because I have an abundance of those, so I don't I don't want to draw attention to. No label in this one either, so I can't tell you what it's made of, but I've tried them all on, they all fit, which is nice. And these are all sort of things I used to wear for work when I went to work, when I used to leave the house. This one's inside out, I'll turn it around. So yes, I had fun picking clothes. This is 58% cotton, 42% linen. I tried them all on to show Paul and to have a look, so we couldn't try anything on there, and I've left this one inside out. Could all do with it being run through the wash. So this is like a batwing design. I had a batwing jumper, and I'm not sure where it was from. I think it was from like a clothing catalogue years ago, and I loved it and I wore it to death. I think it did perish eventually. This is more of a work top, just a simple long sleeve, wear a vest underneath it. What's this made of? Has this got a label? Sure, this is thrilling for you. No, cut the label out. Just a nice, plain blue work top. I thought I'd be a bit adventurous with this. It's like a cardi almost, or just something to throw over. It's nice green. So what's this made of? So 100% linen. Very nice. So it's got a nice stitching detail. There was a gorgeous like navy blue and sort of orangey gold colour work sweater, and I picked it up and I was like, ooh, it probably made me itch, but I kind of wanted it. But it was a really, really short, like just under boob length top. I was like, ah. And then my mate who I was with, she picked it up and went, ooh. I was like, yeah, no, it's too short. And then another lady came and I went, oh. I said, yeah, it's about 6 inches too short. But can you imagine? The three of us went, they'd have sold loads of them. Just a grey, another grey top. I like these tops. They make me think of chainmail. They've got a nice garter stitch panel. I think like the flax. This is 100% linen. So very nice. This is all the stuff that Paul orders in. So I've requested some, if they could start doing some band t-shirts, but I don't think that quite fits their brand, unfortunately. This one is 100% cotton. Thought I'd get something a bit warmer for even if I am working from home. Get something a bit thicker, a bit warmer. So that's nice. And then I've got one more left. No, I've got two more actually, but one's not hanging up. And then this one. I thought someone's coming in here. I think he's going in to check on Tobes. I haven't seen Tobin yet today. He's been, he wasn't even up when I left. And then I said hello when I got back and he went, yeah, hello, I've been mostly playing games. I'm like, of course you have. I can't find a label in this one as well, but it's probably linen as well, or cotton. But it's very nice. So my wardrobe is fit to burst and I'm not wearing anything out of it at the minute, so maybe this will prompt me to wear a bit more. And then I just bought a black long sleeve top because it was a £5, so you can't really moan, can you? So that was my morning, and then I went to, well, I pulled up at Paul's workplace and my car started beeping because it needed petrol. So I've not been to his new place. Well, I think we went when they were building it to have a look where it would be, but I've not been since it was sorted. So I had to use my sat nav to get back to where I knew, because I used to live in Loughborough, which is probably about 10-15 miles from here. I lived in Loughborough, and obviously when I worked at the same place as Paul where I met him, and then me and him had a house there, rented a house there. So I know Loughborough well enough to get around, but it's outside of the town now, so I was like, I don't know where it is. So I went to what used to be our local supermarket and got petrol and nipped in, and they've completely changed it. And I was like, I've not been in here since it changed. She went, that was the lady at the checkout, and that was about 5 years ago. I went, I know, crazy. It's very nice, Morrison's. Got lots of sort of counters within the store, so they've got like the rotisserie chicken bit, and then there's another further round, there's a cold deli bit, and a fishmongers and butchers, and a whole pizza stand and a bakery. It was, ooh, I got quite carried away. Came home with salted caramel donuts because Paul loves them. Not so fussed myself, but it's the only place I've really seen them do them. Salted caramel filled donuts. And then some ring donuts for the boys, and a baguette for lunch. Of course, it's the weekend, so I have to have a baguette for lunch. I was like, why are you buying all this stuff? I'm like, because it tastes good, and I obviously can't help myself. And then I go, wonder why I'm not losing any weight. Wonder why. I picked up a kit to make the best brownies we've had and made are Betty Crocker ones, but they're the gluten-free ones. Someone made them at work, and I was like, they're delicious. And we bought them. They had the kit at Asda a few times, and then they've stopped doing them. So I found it at Morrison's. So I bought some for whenever me and the kids feel like baking. Not this weekend, because Paul will get mad if I'm making him more sugary stuff. You see my dress behind me? I now own 2 whole dresses. I think I have got another dress somewhere, but it's never been worn. It's still got the tags on it from when my friend took me shopping and insisted that I be a girl, and you know, you can do this, and it's never happened. No, actually I wore a dress for Paul's dad's wedding, and obviously I wore my wedding dress. This is for Paul's sister's wedding, which should have been a couple of weeks ago, 28th of August, but they postponed it to June next year because of everything that's going on, so I don't have to fit in it yet. I need to buy a new. I was talking to my friend about it today when I picked that crochet top up. I was like, he can't pick on crochet now, his company sell it. And then I said I'd spoke about making myself a wrap or a bolero or something for the wedding, and Paul was like, no. And I mentioned it for that. I was like, I could make myself one. He went, no. Why? What's wrong with it? Anyway, I'm going to go because I'm waffling now. I'm going to try and find some space in my wardrobe for these. I'm very lucky to have such an extensive wardrobe of quite expensive clothes. They should be a lot of money. Most of these tops should be £80-90. They're very nice clothes. And I'm spoilt that I get to go and buy them at a discount. So yes, I'm very lucky, and my wardrobe's fit to burst, and I dread to think what I'd be wearing if I had to actually go to a shop myself and buy, full priced and not this selection. Yeah, God knows what I'd be wearing for work, but yeah, I need to make some room. I need to actually wear some of the stuff that's in there. I have to clear out some stuff that's looking a bit tired, I think. I've got so many clothes, it's ridiculous. And at the minute I'm wearing like 5 t-shirts and 2-3 pairs of jeans. It'll keep, won't it? I don't really go for what's in fashion because I haven't got a clue. And I probably wouldn't wear it if it is in fashion anyway. Right, so I'll probably leave this here. Jack has still got a bit of a runny nose, a little bit of a sore throat, but he's not like coughing. His temperature wasn't above. We've had new guidelines from school. If they have any of the symptoms, you're supposed to get a test, but I don't think we can get a test for having a temperature, because I read this morning somewhere, and I'm not saying people shouldn't get tested, I'm not saying that, but I read in Scotland that 17,000 students were tested within the first 2 weeks of being back at school. 49 had coronavirus. So there's a fine line to tread between kids having a cold, which they're going to do. They've not been together for 5 months, 6 months, you know, germs are going to happen. You know, it's judging whether you think it's getting close to coronavirus. I mean, kids having temperatures, you can't police that. Jack gets a temperature for everything. Yeah, I think it's hard to send everyone home and self-isolate for 14 days and get a test, which you know, I like rocking horse do. And it's no guarantee, to be honest, if you have a corona test and he hasn't got it now, if he picks up a sniffle in 2 weeks, you have to do it all again. I don't know. But he's not at the threshold temperature for concern as far as the school are concerned at the minute. So we'll see how he goes after dinner and check his temperature again. Check with the mum of this party and say, are you happy for him to come? It's all in the garden anyway. But we'll check with her, see if she's happy. But he's dressed in our wedding outfit. He's now in Tobin's wedding outfit because he's obviously outgrown his own. But yeah, he came downstairs this morning in his his little blue-grey trousers, his shirt and his waistcoat, and he's like, yep, I'm wearing this all day. Bless him, he looks so smart. If I can, I'll get a picture of him and pop it in. Excuse me, and show you how lovely he is. But yes, I'm going to go. So there might be a couple of videos in one day to make up for, because I have stuff filmed, I just couldn't face it on the computer and do anything with it. So yeah, you might get 2 videos actually up on one day and then this one. We'll see. Anywho, I'm going to love you and leave you. I haven't obviously got around to picking a pattern for you to choose from because, you know, my head had other plans. So maybe I'll sort as a separate video today or tomorrow. Don't know. Anyway, take care guys. I'll see you in a bit. Bye.